Hey everyone, it's Dr. Ammitai Worob, and today I want to talk about aggressive friendship. Does this mean you and your bros like wrestle when you meet each other? It might, but what I'm really talking about is during this time when we are more separated than most of us have ever been in our lives. I think it's important to practice aggressive friendship. I think about a time where a mentor of mine, this was a time where I was having a difficult time with depression and just a difficult time in my life. And a mentor of mine shared with me, said, if you are starting to feel self-pity in any way, if you are starting to be down on who you are or where you're at in your life, pick up the phone. Of course, this is, pre everyone having a smartphone, but said, pick up the phone, call somebody, see how they're doing, see how you can help them. So that's what I would call aggressive friendship, is anytime that, we don't have to feel bad about ourselves. It doesn't have to come from just getting out of ourselves. It can be just an altruistic action. But I know that anytime I pick up the phone to see how someone else is doing or call someone else to check in on them, not only do they get the benefit of my care, but I get the benefit of, again, those hormones in our body that get released when we do care for others. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of aggressive friendship. Is I'm making a point to make at least 2 calls a day to people who I might not otherwise talk to, maybe for the last couple months, maybe even a year, and just check in on them. Or maybe I saw them a month ago and they weren't doing so well a month ago. Check in on them, see how they're doing, how are your kids, how's your parents, how you doing emotionally, how you doing physically, all that stuff. And it doesn't need to be, all day long, but, even a quick 2-minute check-in. Hey, I'm glad to hear your voice. I'm glad you're doing well. Let's keep in touch. We have more time and more time to be on the phone, most of us, or whether it's Zoom or whatever. So let's practice aggressive friendship and reach out to our friends, those who we might not have heard from in a while, those who we might be concerned about. It will help them. And if it doesn't, they'll say, hey, will you stop calling me? You've been calling me like every 2 days. Enough already. Maybe let's make it once a month. Maybe that's too aggressive. But let's reach out to people and stay as connected as we can, even if we're physically distant. So I wouldn't call it social distancing. I would call it physical distancing, and we can be socially close with one another during this physically distant time. If you haven't liked our Facebook, how it says for transition, if you haven't liked our Facebook page, please like it. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that. I'm being aggressively friendly and asking you to do that. So practice aggressive friendship this week and the week after that and beyond. I promise you'll be the better for it.